It's going to be close to a month since we witnessed that infamous trophy saga right at the end of the Asia Cup. These images went viral when the Indian team refused to take the trophy from Mohsin Naqvi. In the interim, in the last almost a month or so, there has been an Asian Cricket Council AGM as well, in which the points were raised. After that, BCCI has written a couple of times to the Asian Cricket Council President Mohsin Naqvi. He's also sent a reply. But we are no closer to the resolution today of this entire matter than we were almost a month ago. So basically, the needle hasn't moved at all. Where do we stand right now? And what is it that the BCCI can and cannot do in this moment, especially in the face of defiance that we are seeing from the PCB head in Mohsin Naqvi? Okay, let's just break it down for you in this particular video. Firstly, where is the trophy now? There used to be a lot of confusion about it. Well, can safely confirm it's at the Asian Cricket Council office. Where is the Asian Cricket Council office? It's in Dubai. Where in Dubai is it? It's in Sports City. Where in Sports City? It's right next to the ICC office. So it's almost a walking distance. In fact, I'll say a stone's throw away from the ICC office is the Asian Cricket Council office. It's a very smallish office that is manned just by 2-3 people. Those staff members, I believe at the moment, the Emirates Cricket Board office is also in the same building. Right now, the trophy is inside this Asian Cricket Council office in lock and key. It has been kept there by Mohsin Naqvi. Okay, so that's where the trophy is. Is it going to come to India or not? That's the big question. And where does the BCCI stand? Now, can BCCI remove Naqvi as ACC President? That's the question everyone's asking, especially after the attempts made by the BCCI have come a cropper. There seems to be no resolution. So what is it that the Indian Cricket Board that can do against Mohsin Naqvi? Can they remove him? For that, we'll have to dwell a bit deeper. Now, how can ACC President be removed? Firstly, let me just tell you that. Now, Asian Cricket Council is a body made up of multiple members. The only way, every 2 years, you have a cycle of the president. And right now, it's not so much elections that decide who's going to be the president. It's on a rotational basis. So right now, it's the turn of Pakistan. So that is why on a rotational basis, a representative from Pakistan, which happens to be Mohsin Naqvi, who's their interior minister as well as the head of PCB. They've nominated him to be the head. So he is the ACC president at the moment. The only way an ACC president can be removed is by passing a no confidence motion. Then you call a special general meeting or an AGM, and then you have a voting in progress, and after the no confidence motion is passed and most members vote against Mohsin Naqvi for the impeachment of Mohsin Naqvi, only then he can be removed. So why is it that the BCCI not doing that? For that, I'll have to explain the structure of the Asian Cricket Council. There are 30 members, 5 full, 25 associate. 5 full, you know, are the test playing nations: Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh. Those are 5. And then 25 associate like Hong Kong, you've got Singapore, UAE, Malaysia, so on and so forth. Okay, so that makes it 30 members. But the voting power is the same for everyone. So 5 full members also have 1 vote. The remaining 25 associates also have 1 vote. India is the biggest contributor to the Asian Cricket Council. 70 to 80% of the revenue comes from India, but still means 1 vote only. Now, with these 30 members, if you really want to impeach an Asian Cricket Council president, you need to have 2/3 majority. 2/3 majority meaning more than 20 votes. So for that, India have to muster enough people on their side. They have to get a lot of people on their side. Is that something that India can do at the moment? Unfortunately not. Why is it? I'll try and explain. That's because we have various cricket boards siding with other members, right? So let's say you have a board like the Sri Lankan Cricket Board that has been in a sense being with the BCCI. You can have the Nepal Cricket Board that's also with the BCCI, but then you have someone like Bangladesh, which is with Pakistan. You have a board like UAE, which is backing Pakistan. So at the moment, there is no clear-cut majority, and I think BCCI is well aware of that. See, if BCCI had the numbers, then the AGM that happened right after the Asia Cup, they would have floated the idea of an impeachment. They would have, pushed for a no confidence motion. They know that they do not have the numbers. At least they may have more than Pakistan at the moment. moment but don't have the 2/3 majority, and that is why right now you cannot be impeaching Mohsin Naqvi. But remember, that's a fluid situation. It can happen. Now, the other thing that the BCCI is saying now, after writing multiple letters to Mohsin Naqvi saying, give us the trophy, belongs to us, he's said, no, I'm not going to give it. If you want it, I'll do a ceremony. You send a player and a BCCI representative, but you'll have to collect it from me. So there is a log jam there. That isn't moving. So now BCCI is contemplating going to the ICC. Remember, next month there is going to be an ICC meeting, and that's where they want to raise this issue. Now the question is, can ICC remove the ACC president? For that, you need to know that ICC treats ACC as an autonomous body, as an independent body. All regional boards are looked at independently. So they need to be given their autonomy, which means the ICC cannot meddle in their affairs. They cannot be interfering in the functioning of the Asian Cricket Council, and there is no rule there in the ICC constitution that allows the ICC, even though that is the parent body of cricket all over, but it still does not give them the power. There is no rule in their constitution that can get them to remove the Asian Cricket Council president, or if there is a Australasia Cricket Council, or if you had a European Cricket Council, any regional cricket council, nowhere can the ICC interfere. So that is that at the moment. But can ICC take action against Naqvi on the insistence of the BCCI? Because BCCI has been saying that. On that, yes, there are two provisions there in the Constitution, Article 2.4, which deals with conflict of interest. Here, BCCI can complain, and you will have the ICC's ethics officer then come into play. What can be the contention of the BCCI? They can say that, listen, there's a clear conflict of interest because during the Asia Cup, Mohsin Naqvi, who's the head of Asian Cricket Council, who has to be neutral, was siding with Pakistan because he was demanding the removal of Andy Poycroft as a match referee after the no handshake row. So should he have taken that stance, or should he have remained neutral in that instance? That is an argument that BCCI can make. And so the ICC then can take cognizance of that fact and then involve their ethics officer to look into it. Second area where the BCCI can raise concern is Article 4, which is about administration, or rather poor administration. So on that count also, BCCI can tell ICC that on account of poor administration by Mohsin Naqvi, we want him out and you need to interfere. Where is the poor administration? Let's say in the conduct of the Asia Cup. You had a situation where a match was delayed by the Pakistan team. You had a situation where the match referee was being asked to move. You had a situation where there was a trophy fiasco where the broadcaster had to wait for 45 minutes. While there are different reasons why all these things happen, at the end of the day the buck stops with the president of the organizing board, which was the Asian Cricket Council. And so there Mohsin Naqvi will be answerable for not conducting a tournament in the right spirit, or there being a lot of issues during a tournament. On poor administration as well, they can knock on the door of the ICC, and then the ICC can look into it. They can assign their ethics officer to look into this matter as well. But what happens at best? What is it that ICC can do? As I told you, they cannot remove Mohsin Naqvi as the president. At best, they can put some sanctions. Sanctions can be mostly financial sanctions. So you can put a fine there. It's happened before in 2018 as well. Against Pakistan, the ICC imposed some sanctions. They can do it even now. But you cannot remove Mohsin Naqvi on technical grounds, on legal grounds at the moment. Now, what next for BCCI? That is the big thing. BCCI can, if they really want their pound of flesh from this entire thing, because they feel aggrieved with the fact that they haven't been given the trophy that they so deserve. So what is it that they can do? They can still push for impeachment via the Asian Cricket Council route. For that to happen, they will have to do a lot of back-channel negotiations, get the numbers in place, get the 2/3 majority, and then remove Mohsin Naqvi. Or else they have to wait till April of 2027. That's where his tenure ends, and then he will automatically be removed in a rotational basis and somebody else will come. That is one option for the BCCI. The other option that BCCI can do is boycott all things related to the Asian Cricket Council. Remember, as I told you, India may just have one vote, but it is the largest contributor in the functioning of the Asian Cricket Council. 70 to 80% of the revenue comes from either the Indian broadcaster or sponsorship through Indian companies. If they pull out, then the ACC will be on a very weak footing and will struggle to survive. And that is one way of getting all votes together. But that's a long drawn process. That is going to take some time. You may not have any immediate results. Immediate result you can only have if you go to the ICC. At best, there can be some sanctions levied against Mohsin Naqvi and by an extension Pakistan Cricket Board. But if you ask for my personal opinion, I'll say, why care for the trophy at all? India has won it. Why must the BCCI even be writing to the Asian Cricket Council wanting a piece of silverware? At the end of the day, it's, there for everyone to see that India were the best team in the tournament. They won the Asia Cup. It's gone in the record books. That's all that counts. You let us know what is it that you make of the situation at the moment. Give us a comment on the video. We'll appreciate that. Give us a like if you're enjoying our content. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today.